Sometimes it can just be simple. Drop into nature, maintain your balance. This is going to be a crazy week. This is a crazy month. A lot of energy coming in, a lot of energy that's going to be shifting timelines. And we think we're going down one path, and then whoops, we're off to another path. And then whoops, we're off to another path. And so it's hard to keep your equilibrium and your balance. We can do this. Stay grounded, stay in our heart space. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Good Easter Monday to you. In case you missed Sunday, they have a replay, I guess. Not to make light of anybody's religious preferences. Thank you. My phone was dinging. Shame on you, Danny. All right. Before we get going, please say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. So what'd you think? Oh, good Lord. Yes. Psychic Duck is even shaking its beak at the tweet that we got on this religious holiday yesterday from our Pumpkinhead in Chief. It's so disturbing on so many levels. So as I try to make sense out of everything, I keep getting the messages that we are in a rebuilding stage. So even Iran was saying, hey, we're not going to open up the Straits of Hormuz until we get money to rebuild what you guys are tearing up. And I thought, oh crap, that's going to be a long time. But I want to take a look at this excursion war. What do they, I mean, they go back and forth. It's so maddening. And many of the countries are going, what the hell? I keep thinking that they're going to stand up, but I keep thinking a lot of people are going to stand up. Where are the true Christians? Why did they think that this is okay? Oh, it's just him playing. Yeah, that's just his way. Really? And I think, and I don't know if this is true, but I saw him and his I don't know what to call her, Melania, in a church, looking very solemn. Nobody was in the church, just him and her. I'm going, did you fart? Everybody leaves? Sorry. It's going to be one of those Mondays. Let's get into it. I just want to share with you guys what I pulled last night. The first card that I got was, when I'm thinking of the craziness of all this, I got be open to communication from an unexpected place. And I'm using the Starstream Oracle. This is art through the Starstream Oracle. So, what is the communication from an unexpected place? Is it Marjorie? That was pretty fiery, what she said. We got a lot of the MAGA podcasters going, what the hell's going on? So finally, that's turning around. But is that unexpected? It wasn't unexpected to me. I could see that happening. Okay. So be open to this communication from an unexpected place. So we're not even thinking of it yet. All right. So this morning I pulled 3 cards just on this week. Where are we going on this week? I'll get into that a little bit more. The first card I got, and I'm using my Brady Tarot, which I haven't used in forever. Brady Tarot. I tried to spread out the word, and now I can't say it. Equilibrium. I still probably can't say it. Equilibrium. All right. Isn't that weird? As you get older, you kind of lose your sense of how to pronounce things. Well, you kind of lose your sense of everything, especially these days. Um, Equilibrium. So here we have, this is the two of roots. This is the two of, okay, I just wanted to make sure I got the right suit, because this doesn't really say what it is. Is it wands? It's roots, and roots is earth. Roots is earth. Roots are earth, and earth equals pentacles. So this is the two of pentacles, juggling, balance, trying to find your equilibrium. And in this card, when we look at it, the thing that it plays in my mind for today is you have this this burrow with rabbits, and you can't see it, but trust me. So this rabbit has, what is it, a clutch? Is that what you call it? Has her babies down there, and the fox comes in, jumps over the home, and it has a rabbit in its mouth. Rabbits, well, you know, they breed like rabbits, and so a lot of the baby rabbits won't make it, but the fox is enjoying the fruits of overpopulation type thing. So as we see this destruction going on, we are reminded to step back from the pain and look at the equilibrium that is going to be taking place. I keep seeing that we're in this rebuilding, that we're in this growth period, that it's going to be challenging, but it's going to be exciting at the same time. Second card I pulled is the Lover's card. Wow. Wow. So coming together, now I'm not seeing this as MAGA as some do, because I think that cult is dropping, but it is about coming together. It is about having some higher authority contractual setup that we agree to. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of what just flowed from this image of this card. The third card I got was the Daughter of Horns. This is the Page of Cups. This is, get ready for some unexpected news coming from an unexpected source. So in the Page of Cups, in the Rider-Waite, the page is listening to a fish give her information. Get ready for some unexpected news from an unexpected place. So also with this card, we see the bluebird that is getting sustenance from this cup of water. So two people, the pronghorn and the bluebird are getting, I think that's a pronghorn, are getting sustenance. There's also storm clouds. Now, are they coming or are they going away? Let's take a look and see if we can delve into that, because it feels like the storm clouds, we're getting used to them. We're figuring them out. It's just like, okay, you're crazy, and we're going to move on from crazy and start setting up the world the way we want it to be. I read before that that Pumpkinhead is moving the Forest Service, trying to dismantle the Forest Service. And that is, oh my gosh. You know, you look at EPA, you look at just how we are destroying the planet. I was reading an article about how there is a new lithium source underneath the Salton Sea in California. It's supposed to be huge. I'm going, oh my gosh. You know, can we get the aliens to come down here and to give us that technology a little quicker? Little quicker. I tell you, those aliens, I think I'm going to give them a watch because they don't know time. They go, yeah, we got this. We're gonna give you this new energy source. And then they drop it off into another time stream. I go, hey, no, we're on this time stream. Just like the head of FEMA. He got transported to a Waffle House. He said it, and then it kind of went away, and then it came back yesterday a little bit. And I'm thinking to myself, how cool is that? We have somebody in the administration that's being transported by aliens, or however. Maybe he did it himself through his own mind. But why a Waffle House? Why? Why a Waffle House? I've never been, so I don't know. I've been to a Chicken and Waffles in LA. Oh. And now I would be transported there, not in the line. There would be this line all the way around the block to get into this Chicken and Waffles. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I don't know if they're there anymore. Some of you all who live in LA may know. All right, let's get into it. 1122, yikes. 2 master numbers, very interesting. All right, so, thank you. I'm leaving my phone to ding because it accents certain things that I say. Psychic Duck is accenting certain things that I say too in a very quiet way. Okay, let's look at our week ahead. What is it that we should focus on? Pay attention, please. Keep Ukraine in your thoughts and prayers. Keep the Epstein victims in your thoughts and prayers. All the people being displaced. There's so much. I think of, in my morning meditations, I think of the master teacher, Saint Germain, sending a wave of violet flame energy over the planet to just heal and comfort some of these people that are just, it's like, what the hell happened? We have no home anymore. And we're causing more and more problems. People go, oh, get rid of all the immigration, but they're causing immigration. Okay. What do we, as this community, need to focus? What is it that we need to focus on in this community? What is it that we need to focus on? With all this crap going on, what is it that we need to focus on? And I am using my Los Caribo Tarot. 4 cups. What is it that we need to focus on? I'm going to drop this down. What are we not looking at? So here we just heard that we're going to get a news from an unexpected source. We're getting that Page of Cups in both of those cards. Were about looking into the cup that's bringing us some unexpected news. And in this card, so he's not even, in this deck, he's not even looking at it. And he's not looking at all of the other cups, the 4 cups behind him, that are overflowing with emotion. And then somebody's pouring him something new to, hey, pay attention to that. But he's just focused a little bit on what is spilled. Not the abundance, not the over. And sometimes I think that we get overloaded with emotion back here which is very true. Three of Pentacles, hard work in rebuilding. This guy in the Rider-Waite would have two other people showing him plans. I just keep thinking of Iran, going back to that, saying we're not going to open up the Straits of Hormuz till you give us money to rebuild. Oh, that's going to cost us some healthcare money. The amount of weapons, the money that we're spending on this. Temperance. There's a recurring theme here with the, what was it, Art Through the Starstream Oracle. We got that same card. Equilibrium, temperance, balancing things out. Going back to a simpler time. Six of Cups. Back to an innocence. That's in the past. But as it's in the past, we remember, hey, we can be that again. We can use that past for the future. Sometimes we think, with this card, in a way, to me, depicts, the Adam and Eve story where she gives Adam an apple and he bites it and then off they go into, that's the original sin. Well, there is no original sin except what other people have told us is the original sin. So when we heal that past, then we can find equilibrium, because that's what we're marinating in. At the top of the reading, we have the King of Cups. What is it? What is it that we think all these riches are going to do for us? Well, I know what it's going to do for Iran. It's going to help them rebuild all their bombed cities. And I think of all the beautiful historical buildings. Okay. And we have a celebration in the potential near future. So this is the energy for this week. It's just a snapshot. And what am I hearing? We got Mr. Pumpkinhead, the King of Pentacles, doing his whatever he's doing, sitting on his riches, thinking that, that will solve everything. And he's okay. But there is going to be a balance, and there is going to be rebuilding, and there is going to be new information coming. And we do have circles of support celebrating. And so when I pull that circles of support, when I pull that Three of Cups, dancing, divine feminine, it reminds me to stay in joy. There are so many people who cannot be there physically, cannot be there mentally. And if we are one of the lucky ones who can be in joy and reverence with respect to those who can't. Okay, should I keep going? I hear some of you guys go, hey, keep going. We have the Nine of Pentacles, abundance. Again, this is an intuition card. And we have the Four of Wands, celebration. A lot of times this is my White House card. Celebration in the White House? We have legal news, Knight of Swords charging in. Some people are going. Some people are leaving, Pam Bondi. I hope SM, Susie Wiles, second in command, I hope he leaves, because I think that was his tweet on Sunday. And then we have the Queen of Swords coming in. We have the Queen of Swords coming in. Somebody's going to lose their proverbial head for entertainment only. Did I say that? Here, we'll just put that for entertainment only. Some woman's gonna, it's got this. I gotta be careful what I say. Good thing I don't have a beard, right? Okay. We have the King of Wands. Oh my gosh. I thought this was overseas when I pulled it. I said, it's coming from overseas. Overseas to me. And we're at a crossroads. So yeah, you think, but something is going to come to fruition with this Two of Wands. So there's going to be some news that comes out of this. It's going to be good news. It's going to be some legal stuff. I can't believe that overseas is not saying enough is enough. That, you know, Pumpkinhead has absolutely no clue as to what he's doing to the world energy. Why? Because he's sitting on a pile of money. It doesn't matter. So when, you know, we keep mentioning in this community that when MAGA feels the pain and the hurt, but you have all these billionaires, they're not feeling any pain, they're not feeling any hurt because they're sitting on piles of money. So here's just a little ramble. Just watched a Tesla truck drive away. I did see a Tesla truck that was, I go, okay, I can kind of forgive it, whoever owned this. As if they need my dispensation. But anyway, it had, the license plate said Space Boy, and then it had a SpaceX type of logo on it. Not that I like SpaceX, but if you're really into space and traveling and doing the earthly thing, then, you know, to get up into space, then I go, okay. You know, it is futuristic, backwards in some ways. All right, let's look at the billionaires. We're going to fly through this kind of quick. Let's look at the billionaires. Are you going to be changing your role? Oh, I didn't want to shuffle. Are you going to be wanting to change your role in the world economics, the world tearing down? Are you going to help heal the planet, or are you going to keep on the destructive path of more, more, more? Let's see what we get. Coming in as a winner, Knave of Pentacles, new projects. Something new is coming with that. Illumination, are they going to finally see what's going on with the Sun card? They're seeing the Tower moment that is happening in the past. Okay, so far me like. The King of Wands. Getting information. Getting higher authority information. Is that a come to Jesus moment? And here they're being stabbed in the back, walking away. So it's not like the end. They survive in a way, but they see the destruction and they walk away from it. Okay. Internally, they have heartbreak. I don't know, some of you guys are going, do they even have a heart? Yes, come on now. Externally, the Wish card. I'm kind of feeling a little bit of hopium, hopes and fears that the government, the higher authority, may be coming in to take a role. You know, and I hear a lot that the government has too much control and they focused on the wrong things. So if they want to build something, there's too much regulation in the building of it. And maybe it's true, maybe it's not. It certainly takes too long to get approved, and there should be a faster way to do it. So maybe that's it in my experience. But you need to protect life on the planet. Because this card looks like there is no life and they're walking away. That's destruction that we are causing. And then we have the Knave of Swords. So the Page of Swords, kind of just saying, oh, hell no, we are moving. We are changing. Not without fights. Five of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Security, wealth, abundance. It feels like they are going to get into, and maybe it's just me packed full of hopium, but it feels like they are going to get tired of the destruction. It is really going to hurt them in their pocketbook. It's going to hurt them in their heart. The Three of Swords, betrayal. Maybe some Pumpkinhead is going to betray them even more. He's only thinking of himself. But all these guys are so transactional. But it feels like they're walking away from getting stabbed in the back. It still hurts. They're going to create something new with the Wish card. Be careful what you wish for. Starting something new. So let me quickly ask. No, I'm gonna move on from that because it'll go too long. I do think that the billionaires are going to play a role. I think I read on this Friday, so I think they're going to play a role in the future. And I need to send our future time stream a watch. Okay, let's look at Trump's week. Where are we? 27, 37. Trump's week. Trump is weak, but let's look at his week ahead. So he's been pushing up, he's been pushing out, that gave me a bad image. He was throwing it out there that Tuesday is going to be a horrific day for the people of Iran, and Iran says we're not giving up. They did not look at the history of how Iran is fights and works and how they do things. We do not understand their way of thinking. They don't understand our way of thinking. And until we can sit down and try to come together with each other, I just saw that Lover's card in my mind. Maybe that is what is going to happen in the near future, that we go, you know what? Hey, Buddha and Allah and Jesus, maybe they'll all just sit down and have a chit chat. Maybe. Wouldn't that be good? I'd like to sit at that table. I'll be the waiter. Okay. All right. Where am I going? I forgot. Hang on. Trump's weak. He is weak. Trump's weak. Ooh. Ow. He's scared. He's delusional. He's crazy. He's not mentally right. People are talking about the 25th Amendment, right? Get him out of there. Some people need to look at this. But who in his cabinet is going to do that? Because Susie Wiles, she likes the reality show game that she's setting up. And her minion, the evil one, he's all in, yeah, get him out of here. All right, so we have the King of Wands, which is my overseas card. We got the Star of Hope. We're marinating in the Star of Hope. Yay. I got Temperance again. He's being bound up. Oh, he's being bound up. He's losing his mind. That's a psychic hit I got. Psychic duck is shaking its beak. Oh. All right, so I'm just gonna throw these out there. I'm gonna drop this down because I got some naked pictures. But I have a feather, and I can cover 2 for 1. Come on, Danny. Here we go. Come on. Okay, there we go. So what we got? We have the 9 of Swords. We have a lot of worry. It's being challenged by the King of Wands. This is my overseas card. This is, why aren't they helping? At the base of the reading, we have the Star of Hope that's coming through. We have Temperance in the back, the balance, bringing together something. That's in the past. We have a way to use this going forward. Pumpkinhead's weak. We have the 9 of Wands getting really beat up, not being able to move, not being able to use his weapons as he thought he was going to be able to use them. He's bound. He's tied up. He doesn't know what to do. In the potential near future, he's got the 8 of Swords. A lot of times this is my imprisonment card. He is frustrated. He's blinded. He's he can't go anywhere. Internally, he's got the 6 of Cups. And this is going back to innocence. This is going back to a place where things are all perfect. This could be, his dementia card. Externally, I think someone's going to pull him out and put him in Mar-a-Lago for a while. Put him in this golden cage, prison, whatever it is. Because I have a restriction card, I have a prison card, I have this card, this 4 of Pentacles. And this really looks like he's sitting on his golden throne. A little side, I'll keep going before I go squirrel. We have the Knight of Wands, information coming from overseas, and the 3 of Wands, more information coming from overseas. And as we get clarity, what is that information? Can we get some clarity on that? Thank you. Justice. And moving on. Wow. So, is the information from overseas going to bring us to smoother waters? It feels like it. It feels like they're getting together. This is crazy what's going on here. You know, Trump at one time says, hey, you guys open up the straits. And then they go, nah, I'm going to bomb them if they don't open it. So it's like, what do you want? How do we navigate this? I think oil went up to 113. Australia. Somebody said, and this was Friday, I think, that their diesel fuel was over $12 a gallon. And for those of my future friends, you'll be able to clarify that. Wow. All right. Yikes, I don't want to keep, I don't want this to be really long. All right, Bondi's gone. Blanche is there. Epstein files. Now, did Bondi go because of the Epstein files? Did she go because she wasn't doing more hardcore on a lot of other issues? You know, I don't know. But Blanche, and it's I read this thing where they said he won the 2 Mar-a-Lago cases, and I went, he didn't win those, and didn't he lose in New York? Yes, he did. Why, yes, he did. So, and I read a headline that Steve Bannon, the Supreme Court, is looking at letting Steve Bannon out of his contempt of Congress for not showing up. That Supreme Court's got to go. And now, if I was in charge, which I'm not, but if I was, but I'm not, but if I was, out. All of you. Well, not all of them. I like Ketanji Brown. I'd let her pick everybody. Okay. Okay. Let's look at Epstein files. Let's look at the Todd Blanche. Is that it? Is that? Yeah, he's the one that's taken over. Stella. We're all screaming. Okay. There's a little Tennessee Williams reference. Okay. Todd Blanche. I'm just going to see what I get with this. I don't want to read on him. I'm feeling it's just like, ugh. He's got some secrets that are coming out. He knows a lot of stuff. But he's sitting in the 9 of Wands, and he's got the 8 of Swords in the near future too. So he's being restricted. He can't really, well, it's Pumpkinhead, right? It's Pumpkinhead. He's just not able to Pumpkinhead, giving him money. Well, I'm glad I'm not him, because he's just rotting on the vine, so to speak. All right, let's look at the 2 things I want to look at now is one of the things about the Iran war with that airman that was rescued in dramatic fashion. Why haven't we seen any pictures? And when I read that, I go, they didn't get him. And Iran says, you didn't get him. And yet, at least I've read one article that says, you didn't get him. And we blew up 2 to 3 big airplanes and helicopters and to make a diversion. Like, what? And you can't believe anything coming out of the administration. And so when I heard that, I went, they didn't get him. So let me just throw some cards on that, because I'm going to switch decks to the light seers. So did we pick up that airman? And Trump goes, oh, he's going to be okay. I'm like, I don't know. And that's the other thing when we're trying to keep in the positive hopium mode, sending out prayers and love to all the service members and their families. We have a lot of people in this community whose sons, daughters, grandsons and daughters, they didn't sign up for this. Okay. Let's just look at that. Did the U.S., are they telling the truth about this rescue mission? Are they telling the truth about the rescue mission? Maybe. Ace of Swords. But in this deck, this is all about using your intuition. My intuition was saying no. Ace of Swords, Sword of Truth. 7 of Wands, they're keeping a bubble on this information. They're not letting the truth out. There's an offer being made that they didn't look at. 10 of Cups, we're in the past, the happy family, everything's good, we're sitting on a rainbow. In the past, at the top of the reading is the release, the judgment, so maybe. But this is a release. This is not, we got him, not a rescue. It's more of a release. And the Hierophant. Potential near future, the Hierophant, the higher order of things. Okay, I'm a little unclear with this card. Is our government telling us the truth? And this guy's laughing, so if it's the government card, he's laughing, goes, I can't believe you bought that. I don't know. Internally, it's the Emperor. Externally, the 9 of Swords, worry. Queen of Cups, oh, we all wish, right? In the hopes and fears. What's in the cup? Show us in the cup. Ooh, we get the Ace of Wands. Powerful news. Again, third eye, intuition, King of Cups, calmer heads prevail, silence shining a light. Guys, I'm still saying no. still isolated. Huh. I, that's just me. Entertainment only. I think he's still there. Now, when I pulled this card, and when I pulled the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, it was all about when new leadership comes in, and I do get intuitively, because I got so many intuitive cards in this thing, but intuitively I get that that he will be returned. Phone just agreed. 3 cards. Will he be alive? They said don't ask that. I heard it clear. Don't go there. Okay, and I just messed up my whole deck. So I'm not going there. All right, let's look at, I think I only have a couple more to go. 25th Amendment. What would make the cabinet change its mind and start invoking the 25th Amendment? You know, it scares the crap out of me that Trump is going, we're going to go after their infrastructure, their power plants. You don't think Iran can do some damage to our power plants? And I live right next to a nuclear power plant? Help me. Let's get somebody in that is not demented, does not have dementia. Okay, just unhinged. And these sycophant Republicans who just go along with him and just say, yeah, that's just his way. No. You want your kids to talk like that? These Republicans, they gotta start growing a spine. Okay, sorry, ranting. 25th Amendment, what will it take? Is it money? Is it security? What will it take? To me, it's always money. And I think that when they start losing money, because they're all billionaires in the cabinet, and if they didn't come in as billionaires, they'll leave as billionaires. Wasn't it Kegseth was playing Polymarket or something? Didn't he make a bunch of money off of the war already? Okay. I just heard Iran's gonna hit the Bitcoin, all that digital money. That's what I heard. I go, that's where they're gonna go. Okay. Crypto. Because it's all computers. And Iran's got some pretty savvy computer people. Okay. Can you short crypto? All you people that play the stock market, help me out. Can you short crypto? Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't go there. Okay. 25th Amendment. 25th. What's going to... Money. It's going to take money. We got the Ten of Pentacles, the Republican Party, the generational money. Big, big money. Being challenged by giving and receiving. Let me drop this down. Giving and receiving. Is this secrets? What is this? Getting a handout. Big money giving. What's going to make them change their mind? Seems like it's the transfer of money. Ooh, double your pleasure. We get the devil and we get celebration. Wow. Okay. The devil a lot of times is my Pumpkinhead card, being addicted, being chained to the devil. So the cabinet being chained to the devil, being free somehow. Celebrating something. Magic. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen by magic. Okay. Just going to happen by magic. Look over there. Boom. Gone. Confusion. Okay, that is Pumpkinhead's card for sure. Illusion, delusion. His illusion is costing them too much money. What's going to make them change their mind? Are they going to need to? Are they going to need to? For entertainment only? Are they going to need to do anything because he's moving on? Magically, he moves on. Moving on. Eight of Cups. It's the cabinet, though. What would it take for them to invoke the 25th Amendment? Walking away from sorrow. Walking away from the sorrow of, hey, we just lost a bunch of money. Walking away from the illusion, the delusion. They may not have to, though. Externally, there's a lot of fighting going on. War of words. Looking at things from a different point of view. Being in suspension. So it feels like, especially with this card, that they know the right thing to do, but they're just like, how do we get out of this quagmire we're in? Quagmire. How do we get out of this quagmire that we are in? Walking away. Stabbed in the back. Stabbed? What's it going to take? Is Pumpkinhead going to get stabbed in the back? Is he going to be blindsided by this so we get to go on a new beginning? This death card, to me, I'm always reading it as death, rebirth. Are they going to find a rebirth in our government? Maybe it's the world that's going to go, oh, okay, we've had enough. We get the Democratic card. What's it gonna take? This is a really, really interesting spread for me. What's it gonna take? Is it gonna be the dementia, the overshadowing? His presidency is just being overshadowed by the dementia. Is that what's gonna be stabbing them in the back? Is it going to be the ending of something physically to start something new again? I'm not getting that so much, but they're certainly walking away from something. And there's going to be, I can see the cabinet and Susie Wiles' assistant, I'm just going to call him assistant, not second, the gopher guy. Go for this, go for that. Is he going to be the one that says, no, you can't do it. No, we're so good. We got this. And I'm hearing Mullen is gonna butt heads with this guy, with the assistant, with the gopher. Okay. But let me just recap real quickly. The 25th Amendment does remove Pumpkinhead from office if he can't deal with his job anymore. And what is going to do it? It's going to be financially, someone is going to be ruined. They're going to have to start over. There is going to be a celebration with whatever this devil energy is. They're going to be walking away from it, not without some turmoil and fighting. But the suspension is enough. They got stabbed in the back, and they're lucky to escape with this card. They're lucky to escape. And it's just not singular U.S. problem. It's the world problem, and it's also the completion card with the world. And we come up with a new beginning. All right, guys, that's it. That's it. Thank you. Unless I have one more, but I don't think I do. Dang, 55. I thought this was going to be like a half-hour reading. I thought it was. I lied to myself. I'm a big liar. Shh, Psychic Duck. Psychic Duck was quacking at me. Okay, guys. Be good to each other. Sometimes it can just be simple. Drop into nature. Maintain your balance. This is going to be a crazy week. This is a crazy month. A lot of energy coming in. A lot of energy that's going to be... I was looking at this one thing about shifting timelines, and we're going down one path, and then whoops, we're off to another path, and then whoops, we're off to another path. And so it's hard to keep your equilibrium and your balance. We can do this. Stay grounded, stay in our heart space. Peace and love.